So hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to skip the TA-154 for today, and I'll do that on Sunday. I wanted to talk today about paint and stuff a little bit. I see there's a whole lot of people that make a lot of stress about the colors that something was painted. And and then they weather the especially like armor, and then they do a lot of heavy weathering on it. But it wouldn't really be the right color then, because it would be faded really bad if it was that weathered, that used. So unless you're building something straight out of the factory, then it's not going to be that exact color. It's going to be something different, usually a little lighter or paler. And if it's if it was an Asian theater, like World War II armor or something, then it would be have that salt weathering on it too, which would give it a different tint even. I mean, it's your hobby, you can do it like you want, but I just think it's kind of petty to make such a big deal over colors like that when something's weathered that heavily, because it's not going to be that anyways. Everybody can do it like they want. It's your hobby, but you're supposed to have fun with the hobby. And making a lot of stress about colors and stuff, it's not that much fun, I don't think. At least to me it's not. Especially when, like, I always like Model Master paints, but now they're not so available. And I always use enamel, so I don't have a lot of options here. I have Revell. Revell is not that great with the colors, the basic colors, the black and white, and a lot of the grays are okay, but like the Africa Mustard, it's not that great. It looks too bright, and then when you put a clear coat on it, it changes the color to a brownish yellow. And the light gray, the 76, it has the same problems. It's too chalky, and then when you coat it with something, it changes to a darker color. I think Humbrol's a lot better, and it's also pretty available here, but now I have to go to Gießen to get it, or I have to pay twice as much and order it, which is kind of dumb. And Gießen's about 20 minutes away. And with Corona and everything, I haven't been going out that much. I can get Tamiya Farbe here. I can get Tamiya color here too, but it's acrylic, and I don't like acrylics, even though the Tamiya is good. And I use their spray a lot for cars and stuff, but I just don't feel like paying, ordering like Vallejo or something, and it costs 10 euros for a thing of paint. And that's kind of ridiculous when it should be like 2. Something else I wanted to talk about is decals. Does anybody else have problems with decals? I find decals aren't so great. Like after a few years, they start peeling. I put decal set solution on them. I put a clear coat on the model, and they still peel. And the worst ones are like Revell and Hobby Boss. I have like Hasegawa seems to last longer, at least. They don't have such a problem. But sometimes the decals are necessary. Like nose art would be really hard to paint on, if not impossible. And like, but roundels and numbers, like the aircraft numbers, or even the tank numbers. The roundels, I said that, I think. The fuselage and tail stripes, I think that's better if you mask it off and paint it. The bigger the decal, the worse problems they have. But so, even like my Boeing 747 from Iron Maiden, I had problems with those decals when I put them on. The tail, the big decal that goes on the tail was falling apart. So it doesn't look as good as I wish it did, even though I got it somehow. But I just think I did some internet, some searches on the internet, and there are some companies that make masks for roundels and stuff, but they're not very available. And I would wish a bigger company like Edward, or one of those companies that would do some masks for roundels and stuff like that, because it would just be much better to paint them on, I think. I would I would also like to do some live streaming, but I'm not really set up for it. I don't have a lot of room inside. I would have to do it inside by the computer, and um, right now it's not really possible. I would really like to do at least one, but um, my builds. Well, I'm doing something for a friend of mine. It's a lot. So until that's finished, which it's not going along very fast, then I'm not going to be able to finish the IAR 80. And I also started an 88 Mustang, a Fox body. Um, I almost got the body done on that. The IAR 80, it needs a little sanding where I filled it in and a paint and a couple of detail parts, and that's it, I think. And then after that, I want to start on maybe some Avente 7518, or maybe a M1441 or something like that, something Italian armor. I haven't built any Italian armor yet. I have a lot to do, but I haven't had a lot of time in the last couple of years to do anything because of Corona. It's taken a lot of my time at work. Sometimes I wish I had a YouTube job, but then I think it wouldn't be good if I sat home and did videos all day either. I need to get out and move. But well, next time we'll take a look at this TA-154. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and until then,